In Latin America right now, there's a growth of communism in different countries, and it's spreading like wildfire. Right. And as communism spreads, also antisemitism is also attached to that in almost every country that it reaches. So it does affect directly the Hispanic communities of South America, even Central America, and Puerto Rico.
Welcome to the CUFI Weekly. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode drops. I'm at Cornerstone Church today. I'm going to be speaking to Pastor Danny Gonzalez about Hispanic support for Israel and why it's so important, and the incredible work he's doing to grow CUFI's membership and support in that area.
One of the things that's great about the Nights on Israel here is that we bring in pastors from all over the city.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just a voice like we put it out on Facebook or something like that and just whoever wants to come comes. We're very specific about that. So we invite the pastors of the city, and the ones that agree to come, which is we invite like 100, we get about 10, 15, you know. Right. But when they do come, the great thing is that they take that message back to their churches. And that's what we're looking for, right? It's the Night to Honor Israel, and we do everything that we do to honor Israel, but we're looking specifically to impact our communities through pastors.
So the message is echoing with them. That's really.
And it just continues and continues, and then the next Night to Honor Israel we have more people because those pastors come back. Wow. And hopefully they invite some pastor friends also.
I guess when you reach out to somebody or a pastor, pastors are always a little bit resistant. Like, I don't know, but if you have a pastor friend who's been there and gone, look, I've seen it, you need to come, I think that's incredibly powerful.
Our perception sometimes as people from Christians United for Israel is that we are that resounding voice. Right. When you start asking questions in the community and people say, CUFI what?
Right.
That's when you know we have a lot of work to do.
So in terms of resources, we talked about, does CUFI have resources in Spanish for Spanish speakers?
Yes, currently right now we're translating just about everything in Spanish, okay. But we have had books like Why Israel, and in fact and online we have a way where you can actually change our page and all the information into Spanish. Okay. So that's been very, very helpful. Right. But then word of mouth is, for Hispanic community is huge. Yeah. If we show them, what's in the Bible and what God says about it and the truth about it, that's enough. They become automatic advocates for Christians United for Israel.
So we've seen a rise in anti-Semitism in the United States. We've also seen that mirrored in Latin America, and some places it goes deeper. Why do you think that is?
In Latin America right now, there's a growth of communism in different countries, and it's spreading like wildfire. Right. And as communism spreads, also anti-Semitism is also attached to that in almost every country that it reaches. So it does affect directly the Hispanic communities of South America, even Central America, and Puerto Rico.
So what has been the response that you've received? Because I've met a plethora of people. You see some people in the Hispanic community who stand with Israel, like yourself, people at CUFI, and then you have some who are very, very anti. So what sort of responses have you received in the Hispanic community for your very direct and loud support for Israel?
Well, I think one of the problems is education. Yeah. A lot of people, what they do is they just do what my father did and what my grandfather did and what they did before them. And reality is rooted in education. They need to be educated of what the Bible really says about Israel. But the change of hearts comes is when we actually present the word to them and what the word says and educate them, to where it completely turns around. And from one day to the next, they become complete advocates because now they know what the word says, and it also helps historically to take them back to the roots of what anti-Semitism, where it started in the church also. And once we go through these things with them, let me tell you something, everyone is on board with it.
So if somebody is watching this and is agreeing with you and goes, yes, I want to be an advocate, what does that look like? What practical tips and steps could you give to somebody who wants to advocate for Israel in their community but just doesn't know how?
I think the first step is to become a member of Christians United for Israel. Once that you take that first step and you become a member and you start going to our website and you start visiting and educating yourself, okay? We have a plethora of different platforms and we have different information that is available right now for everyone to learn. And once you learn, once you have that education, then you take it and become an advocate and take it back and then do something about it. What can you do? Well, you can create small groups in churches. You can also do meetings that are the Why Israel's also. But it's something is to learn as much as you can so that the information, once you do become an advocate, take the right information to the people, because that's what's going to make the difference. We're grateful for the people that are with us right now, but we need a lot more so that when we knock on the doors in Capitol Hill, we're going up those steps with the fear of God and all those people up there in Washington, so in favor of Israel.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.